Okay. All right. For a point of inspiration, what happened last time on episode 7? Riddles for children. Totally didn't come off a website designed riddles for those under 10 years old. We found out majority is. 4 days had passed. Yeah. You can get point of inspiration, and I will take y'all to the world map. Jesus, David. Right. Your little side adventure. Uh, Only thing you forgot is y'all did win a unknown potion from the game show, which y'all do know. I gave y'all what it is because David has identified. He'll do that whenever he'll do a long or short. And the other thing you forgot was Ryan's character Baldrin being summoned back to the Feywild for unknown disaster happening in the court. Also, stalker things. Nicholas's stalker made a atomically correct snowman of Nicholas. So, speaking of which, they'll come out of the portal back into the old campsite of the refugees that you were tracking. What used to be fresh snowfall is now a few days old snowfall. It's ice crusted over. The snow has let up. It's just a small trickle of snowfall in the air. You all look around, and there are hundreds, hundreds of snowmen of Nicholas, all in different positions. Some of him singing, some of him dancing, sleeping. Then they get weird, and some of them are him dying, and the dwarven woman holding his corpse, crying. No, y'all were tracking two separate groups. Um, Dora's gone. Um, Dusty, give me a perception check when Nicholas knocks over some of the snowmen. Yeah. Yeah, you don't hear anything. Okay. I mean, you don't. They're an unmoving snowman target. You don't even have to roll for it. Partially, but yeah. Um, see, y'all are only probably like a day away from Elfco at this point, just because of the amount of snow and everything. It's going to be a little harder to walk through the woods. There is about for y'all, it's about mid shin deep. For Coco, it's about yeah, hip. Okay, you were muted, Wizard. No, 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 no Shire crossing. Yeah. Um, it's been a while since you've been on this continent. You wouldn't know too much. You just know it's a city of elves. Dusty and Nicholas would know a little more. Nicholas would probably know the most due to being a university student. But no. Yeah, you got history of land and shit like that. But and then Dusty's a nomad. They probably traded and bartered with Elfco in the past. Elfco, city of elves, but they are all sorts of elves. The big thing is they took the sister tree of the great tree in the Great Forest and relocated it in Elfco as it was a portal to the Feywilds. And so they have a decent trade supply there as they get a bunch of weird shit from the Feywilds. It's a giant tree. That's a. Oh, you're good. It's about midday also for y'all. So timey-wimey bullshit. All right. Yeah. Give me a survival check. Oh, the 10. If you're looking for onions, that would be nature. No, it would still be survival. Nature's to identify. Uh, even with a 17, you're not really noticing anything. The snowfall for 4 days has covered up pretty much any tracks of the refugees. You see the occasional like actual bunny rabbit footprints. It just goes north into the forest. No. You kind of touch it and it's iced over, so it's probably a day old. she's a, she's also she's an actual little bunny. You kind of feel her. You kind of feel Coco's hands tighten around your ears, Dusty, when he says that. But yeah, I'll go as far as y'all can through the night or through the day. Night starts to approach quickly. Oh, excuse me. And I took y'all too far. The forest gets very thick. The snow is still real heavy, but you'll find a. It's not really a clearing, more of where like deer and things have bedded down recently. So the snow has been compacted. So it might be a good place to either camp or continue on throughout the night. And it's cold as shit. Really, the only person that's not cold right now is Penguin. She's a penguin. I mean, have you ever stood next to a fire for 5 seconds and then gotten away from a fire in blistering cold weather? From personal experience, being 5 feet away from a fire is still cold when it's shin deep snow. Probably -10 outside. Like it's making you a little more comfortable. You're probably bumping it to 10 degrees. Does sound pretty good. Please don't take it from me, mister. So you look at her lips are blue. You literally took a little girl with no shoes in a sundress into a blizzard. Hey, Dusty, what's a pussy? Maybe you should just keep Coco with you at all times. Just go find an orphanage. They need people. What happened to the last one? All right, this is your 14th. This is your 14th one. What happened to the last one? Well, you see, kaijus fell from the sky. Welcome to campaign next. The next campaign. Yeah, it's either it's either someone's next character or the next campaign's BBG. The only way to kill a devil is if you kill it in hell. So yeah, what's the party do? Are you do y'all putting fire on a disc and continuing? Y'all gonna just make camp here? for the night, and then just get there. Y'all are probably going to get there midday tomorrow if y'all camp here tonight. Um, give me either pers- give me either perception or survival. Um, you find I don't know. You find a fucking snow bug, also known as a snow flea or springtail. Little dead bug on the snow. Yeah. All watch as Rizzard's eyes glow green and sickly green energy leaves his fingertips and falls on the snow flea. And the snow flea rises up in the air and then just falls back on the snow. Okay. Yeah, I did already give it in a handout. So, yeah, totally give it to Coco. Nothing bad will happen. After Googling, they have a shorter lifespan than normal humanoids, but it's only by like 20, 30 years. Like, he lives to 75. It's just the average dies at 40 because war. But there is also a 10% chance you age by a d6 plus 6. It's if you get more than one potion of longevity. Dusty, what's goon? Okay. 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 You can also actually, if you're doing that, no perception check. You're not actually watching. What's your passive perception? 13. Yeah, nothing. Nothing of note. Nicholas, it's a little hard to go to sleep at first because you just kind of keep hearing like magic whispering next to your tent, and then kind of like a pop sound, and then Wizard just go, "Oh fuck, shit, nope, that didn't work." Constant whispers that you're fighting in your head. He might be begging for it. um, yeah, so nothing really goes on first watch for you, and yeah, you can go wake up Pingram and Ricard if you want, or just Pingram. You won't get a long rest if you do that, because you wouldn't get a good first half of the long rest. Okay, give me a, or just you're trying to just wake yourself up because you know you have something to do. Okay, so you're hoping on luck. So roll me a d20. Or actually, no, don't roll me a d20. High or low? Is that high, Carter? I can't remember high and rolls. Is it over 10? Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah. You almost sleep through. You're about 5 minutes late to shift, but you wake up. You're like, oh fuck, and you get up and kind of go start walking around trying to wake yourself up. Okay. Give. Are you trying to do this sneakily? Give me a stealth. Pengram, perception, and whatever you want to do. Yeah. If you're trying to be sneaky about whatever the fuck you're doing. I believe your magical armor. You have the magical armor, don't you, Gary? I believe it doesn't do disadvantage. Demonic armor, right? I think I put that in the sheets. Yeah, demon skin. The armor also doesn't disadvantage stealth. Okay. 18 and 20. But Pingram, you're getting ready to do whatever the fuck you're gonna do. You kind of peek behind you, and you just see Rizzard's face, or not Rizzard, Rakar's face sticking out of his tent, staring at you. Okay. Okay, roll me D20 plus Dex. Actually, plus proficiency. You are a penguin. I will let you be proficient in throwing snowballs. D20 plus your Dex modifier plus whatever your proficiency is. I think it's a 4 right now. Okay. Yeah, whatever your Dex plus your proficiency is. You make the perfect snowball and you go and you just let it go too late and it just falls right in front of you. He can't even throw a snowball. What shenanigans is he gonna get into? But yeah, Pingram, you can do whatever the fuck you want for the rest of the shift. Are you actually gonna keep watch, or are you gonna do something? Just get a goon. All right, you're just gooning by the fire. Nicholas, do you want me to take you to another channel to tell you your whisper, or do you want me just to say it out loud? Your choice. Okay. We will be back. I brought you. Hello. All right, Nicholas. Your sleep's going well. But the whatever you're dreaming about kind of fades to black. You kind of blink your eyes and you look around, and you're in the middle of an empty tavern. Kind of looking around, not knowing what's going on, as a red mist kind of seeps under the door and starts materializing into a humanoid shape in front of you. A man undoes his hood, and it's just a regular human, long black hair. His eyes are glowing red. And looks at you and says, Nicholas, I've been trying to speak with you for some time. I've had to take some drastic measures for my voice to finally reach your mind. No, this is just part of the dreamscape. I part of me is within your chest now. Not enough for me to harm you physically. Only side effects are coming from you constantly keeping my voice from your mind. But it's just enough for me to speak with you. I can't harm you. So don't Don't fret about it. I've come because I've noticed you've had some difficulty recently due to this meteor and the kaiju. And I want to help you if you can help me. My name is the Blood Dragon. I believe you've heard of me. Well, right here and right now, I'm going to put this offer. I don't wish to chase you, but I know you can see this. The gods have all failed us. They're even sending these monstrous threats to our plane of existence, and we need to build a wall and a better side for us. So if you wish to join me, I can cut you free out of all this drudgery and the walls you're keeping yourself within. Trade all this typical that you're living in for something more colorful. And, it might be a little crazy, but just, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible and just be the king of conventional, or risk it all with me and you'll see. You don't want to get away. Don't you want to get away from this same old part you're always having to play? Because I have what you need, and if you join with me, we can bring you to the better side. Because you could do like you have been, or kind of just do like me. You could stay locked in that cage you built for yourself, and then he kind of reaches out his hand, and a key forms, and you look around, and you're literally in a cage. He's like, or you can take this key, and then, damn it, you're able to fly. He's saying if you take this key, which is like a metaphor for joining him, and he can allow you to break free from your cage and fly. Yes. You this is this really how you wish to spend all of your days? This adventuring, all the misery, and these fucking gooning penguins? Well, then, with me, you can finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it will wake you up and cure all your aching. Take these walls and start them breaking. Now that's a deal that seems worth taking, but I guess I'll leave that up to you. And then he kind of just starts to fade back into the mist, and the key drops right in front of you. And he sips back through the door and disappears. Yes, this is the end of your dream. Yeah. Okay, Pengram, nothing really happens on your watch. Third watch. All right. Are you actually going to watch, or are you going to do shenanigans? Okay. Give me perception. the dirty 20. You're kind of looking around. This is the first night you haven't seen the stalker. Well, actually, a little unnerving. But nothing really goes on. You do notice about the time, or like about an hour before the sun starts to rise, you kind of look over to just check on Coco, and she's not in bed. You find it's easy enough. You find kind of with Nicholas clearing some of the area with the bonfire, it's kind of like wet ground, not snow ground. So you kind of find muddy footprints that lead into snow, and it just leads a little outside of the camp. There's no sign of her. Yeah, it doesn't take long for you to, because she didn't go very far. She just went right into the woods a little outside, and you peek around a tree and you see her, and she is just sitting there punching a tree, but like not angrily, like as if she's training. No, you can. I mean, she's kind of like in a training trance. Yeah, you kind of like every now and then hear her whispering things, but it's just constant punching a tree, the occasional kick to a tree. Yeah, she comes back after like 20 minutes. But, oh, yes. You kind of see her like hiding her fists from you. The chieftain was training me. But yeah, sun starts to rise. All of you start to awaken from your slumbers. Refresher, y'all have. Rizzard's the only one that's going to be kind of partially mixed as he missed this session. Yes, that's correct. uh, sure. Give me a medicine. You give me a medicine to see if he looks different than what a human should, or just a perception to see like just normal shit. um, with the nat 20, you kind of start looking over Nicholas. You start grabbing him in places, feeling his chest, kind of looking around. He looks normal. The only thing you've noticed different from every other day from today is he's got little bags under his eyes, like he didn't sleep too well. But the crystal, you kind of like open up his shirt and look in. The blood crystal, it's not visible. The wound is already healed over. It's got a little scar on the center of his chest. Push into it, you can kind of feel the crystal, but when you push in, he winces back. And Nicholas, with that harder push, you kind of feel it like touch your heart a little bit. My intelligence deduction. Go to a fucking doctor. Hey, Dusty. Hey, Dusty, what's dedutional? What's dedutional? She's trying to say what delusional. She's trying to say delusional, but she's a young child. Where where does mind go? Oh, that's not good. He should go to a doctor. Thanks, mister. Hey, Dusty, what's this white stuff by the campfire? Her eyes kind of just get a little wide. You'll start walking. A couple hours pass. You start to see the trees start to clear out. Uh, you've gotten used to walking on snow on top of like forest ground. You end up start hearing like actual footprints, like you're on paved ground now. Yes, yes, yeah. Let's take a break. Yeah, hard tea's not great. You know what is good though? You get a Route 44 sweet tea from Sonic. You drink about a third of it, and then you refill it up with apple crown. Have you not had apple crown before? It's like the best kind of crown. Oh, you haven't found any. I do know about seven of them are stuck in the Feywild somewhere. You lost more than a year, bud. Oh. I thought you were talking about Wizard. I'm like, Bubba, you've been gone for about 400 years. You like for your biology, you're only gone like 5 years, but real life, you were gone for like 400. You went from a new this country being barren and like Romus just now starting up to coming back and it's like, oh, this is a civilized country. Yeah, you're from the swamplands. They paid you shiny rocks and gave you some of the worst land where you built casinos. Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? What y'all get to eat? Pot barley. So we're sacrificing Ricard, right? I knew I should have moved us to another channel. I said I knew I should have moved us to another channel. Are you back? Or are you dreaming? Right, Toto? Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay. Is everybody back, by the way? Okay. Um, Give me an Arcana. I hope so. 18. You think you got the fundamentals down? It's just going to take a little bit of practice to get the right verbal, somatic components down to make the spells kind of integrate together. But yeah, so the party, you find yourself back on a paved road and follow the paved road. It doesn't take long before you start seeing uh, what the walls of Elvko to start breaking your eyesight. Uh, some buildings and towers peeking over the walls, and a giant tree. What? Oh, no, but the path has been traveled. The snow has kind of been pushed down and melted some. You can tell the road's been actively been used recently. It just leads right up to the gate. The gates are open. You can kind of hear. You can hear like city life. Nope. So it's almost like it's a Kate thing. Like maybe it's this Kate that likes trees so much. We're not saying you hump trees. We're saying you fuck trees. There ain't no love making. This is hate fucking. You're gonna make a hate baby with that tree. From Kate fucking a tree? Yeah, like Garrett's told me times of you going, you feel like an oak. You've made us uncomfortable for months. It's our turn. uh, all you had to do is not. Yeah, Elvko is right in front of you. Y'all go in? Did y'all go into town? Okay. Y'all have vision? Okay. Y'all walk in. Um, as you'd suspect, 98% of the people living here are elves. They're just doing everyday life, going to work, walking through the streets. Ahead of you, you kind of see it opens up to a big circle. It looks like that's the market. You do see a giant tree that's, oddly enough, the only thing not covered in snow. Everything else kind of has a blanket of snow on it. But you said you were looking for what, Dusty? There's a couple guards kind of walking, kind of patrolling. Look at this. Another one of them bunny people that came here the other day. Oh yeah, about I'd say about 20 of them strolled into town the other day talking about some weird monster. I don't know. Kind of just waves at them. All right, well, I think most of them are. We set them up in like this long building, not too far from the market. Kind of housed them there till they can get back on their feet. Doctor, you can either go to the alchemist. He's in the center of the town in the market, or if you go up to the great tree, you probably find some more specialists in magical means there. Hey, mister. And Coco kind of tugs on your robes, Nicholas. The lizard person said you're gonna die, so here, I made you this, and kind of just hands you like three flowers that are wrapped up in twine. But they're lucky flowers. Okay. Okay, you going to the Great Tree or you going to the Alchemist first? Okay, it's in the town center. It's this like purplish building. It's not hard too hard to find once you get into the center. There's big signs that say like alchemy, herbalism, brewery, smithy, general trade. What's everybody else doing? Going to the tree? Okay. It's this long building right here. This is how we find out Kate's had like 30 babies and she just keeps dropping them off places. That's why Firehouses in the DFW area doesn't take orphans anymore. Too much supply, not enough demand. Refugees are going to be in this long building up here, Dusty. And Pingram's going over here. I did maybe, and then you moved back somehow. I don't know how that happened. Here we go. And Morden, what's your plans? Yeah, this is the town center. Okay, the three of you, let's just start with the three of you in the center of town. You'll kind of walk through typical city life. It seems like they're really unaffected by anything that's going on outside of the city walls. There is a giant statue once you get into the market of a elven woman, but her hair is like a giant bush, and she's holding a giant, large staff with a glowing gem on the top. And it's the statue itself is like radiating just happiness. It seems like got a big old smile, and even just y'all looking at it brings a smile to your face. Horrifying. Yeah. But getting into the center of town, there is a large brewery, a general trade supply, a smithy, herbalism, and alchemy. I'll let y'all decide which ones y'all want to do first. Okay. You going into the alchemy, Nicholas? Okay. Walk in, and it's a older elven woman, kind of sitting behind the counter, smoking a pipe. She does. She kind of looks up and is like, "Huh? Howdy, strangers. What can I do y'all for?" Some of them are. Some of them are. Howdy. What can I do ye for? You looking for a potion for the missus to make your pecker stand? Oh, you'd be surprised. Oh, I got one of them too. Oh yeah, what's that? Oh well, I don't got anything divine. I mean, that's kind of outside the laws of science, and that's kind of what alchemy is. But come sit here, and she kind of taps on the the my brain went blank counter. Like, come lay down on here. Let me check you out. See if I got anything for you. Will comply? Is that what you said? All right. Oh, now, where are you? Where is this ailment you speaking of? Oh yeah, that'd be fine. Just don't hope my husband don't walk in. Oh, you got a nasty scar there. What happened? Oh, well, that ain't healthy. Well, let me see here. She kind of starts tapping on your chest with her finger. Finally hits the point where it hits the shard a little bit and you win. She's like, oh, that's the spot right there. Should have known. I mean, that's where the scar is, but let's see here. She gets a scalpel and a hammer, and she's kind of looking at him and is like, let's try this one first. And she gets the hammer and just kind of whacks you on the chest. All right, that didn't work. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens when I cut into it a little bit. I got to get a visual on this crystal. Oh no, like the skin's already grown back over it. It's like it's like an inch from your heart. She's just asking if she can cut into you. Oh, really? You specialize in healing magic? I don't know if that'd be a good idea. But if you don't want me to cut into you, I guess I could. Let me see here. She kind of starts grabbing random vials around. It's like, no, no, not that one. Let's see here. Um, let's see here. No, that one won't work. How attached to your bones are you? Well, I have this potion, and it dissolves bones. And I'm kind of curious if it dissolve a crystal, but you'd lose your bones. Potion. Well, I mean, you drink it and something happens. That's a potion. Probably this, and hands you the potion that she was about to. All right, that'd be let's just call it a gold. I don't sell many of these. I got about three. Oh, I appreciate it. Is there anything else y'all want? I got loads, bukus of stuff in here. I got plenty of those. What kind of grade you looking for? Regular, superior, greater? Well, you see, you don't get a lot of you adventuring types up in here, but you know what? Let's call it let's see here. As I Google healing potion prices. Oh, we got about 45 gold for a regular. For a greater, let's call it about 200. And then I got one superior, but that's a whopping 2,000 gold. But I got about 15 of these regulars, and then I got about 8 of these graders. Oh, they were in about 200 gold. All right, 3 of the regulars at 45 apiece. Let's see here. That'd be about 135 gold, please. Well, I appreciate it. Hey, you know what? I'll throw it. If you buy 2 more, I'll throw it I kind of forgot to label some of my potions, so there's a discount bin. If you buy 2 more, I'll just throw in one of the discount potions. Or if you just want to grab some out of discount, I'm only selling each one for 5 gold, but I couldn't tell you what they do. All right, darling. Is there anything else I can do for you? Well, what about you, lizard boy? I'll tell you now, there might be something fun in that discount bin, but I couldn't tell you what the hell is in there. I kind of blacked out and made a bunch of potions and forgot to put labels on them. Liquor? I mean, the brewery's right next door. I mean, what do you think I do when no one's in here? Oh, let me think. Sleeping potions. Feel like you might. I think that's more of a poison thing. You might have more luck over at the herbalist. No, I do potions. But that'd be 5 gold. Roll me a d6. 3. I'll share it to everybody. You don't know what it is though, but this is what it is. Did it pop up? About 5 more of those potions in the discount bin if anybody's wanting one. But another 5 gold and a D5. Yeah, but it's gonna be shit like he blinked. How fascinating. He's looking at Nicholas menacingly. I was trying to do something nice. Is that everything from Alchemy Group? We're gonna go to Ricard and Dusty. Uh, you three walk through the streets. Doesn't take long before you find the building that you were pointed into the direction of. You do see a few familiar faces, a couple orcs, a bunny man or two standing outside, kind of just talking. Oh, well, I'll be damned. Is that Dusty? Hey, hey, man, it's me, your cousin, Bobo. How's it going, man? I Has anyone told you what happened to home? Yeah, I hope everyone else got out of there. Like, I managed to get about 20 of us. Oh, well, I said 20 of us made it here. I left with 27. I don't know what happened. We camped one night, woke up, 7 of us were gone. But, hi, cousin Bobo. Ah, Coco, you made. Where's the chieftain? I thought he was going back to go get Coco. Oh, what about the creature that was attacking the village? Oh, well, good riddance. Lost a lot of good people there. Well, the rest of the village is just in this building. Like me and Benji, well, or kind of just gives you a shy little wave. We're just out here to be bullshitting. But no, I mean, like I told you, like we, you know, like, oh, you know what happened to him? We went to bed. Like we made a camp in the middle of a clearing in the forest about a day from here, and woke up and 7 of them were gone. Oh, that sounds like hell. Yeah, but Dusty didn't succeed. He got his wrong. So did Ricard. The pixie was very mean to Ricard. He kept calling him ugly. Yeah, Bobo, there's also this penguin. What's gooning? He kind of just looks at you, Dusty, like, the fuck, dude? What happened to that elf buddy you were so fond of? Thought he was with you. That's a bummer. Seemed like a good dude. Probably could have kept most of y'all in check. Well, Elvko's real nice. They're letting us stay here until we get back on our feet, so I think we'll be safe here. Shit, I guess that's me. You telling me the chieftain's gone? I guess that's me. Oh, you don't gotta do that, Dusty. Like, well, I appreciate it. Help us. Oh, it's fine. We know you're a character. You were probably gonna come back anyways after you didn't get the recognition you wanted. I'll tell you what, I still have faith in you. I think you'll do something with it. I'm sure he'll make a mark somewhere. But Dusty, can I come with you? I've been training though. She like lifts her fists up, and they're actually covered in blood, like dried blood. Four. But Bobo's stupid. And his son Bobo is stupider. Kate's too young for that anime. Yeah. Yeah. He attacks with nose hairs and two long nose hairs. Nope, just Coco. But Dusty. Fine, but take this. She kind of gives you her hair ribbon. It's like, this is the real lucky thing. I just felt bad for Nicholas. Okay. Well, if you're not back, I'm going to come looking for you. Okay. I guess I'll go talk to Bo. Kind of rolls her eyes. I mean, you know I will. I mean, I only tripped and fell twice on the way here. I know, right? I only lost 7 of them, and it wasn't my fault. Well, okay. Well, good luck. Benji kind of just waves at you, Ricard. Doesn't say anything. That's the orc he was talking with that lived in the nomads. I don't know. I just came up with it off the top of my fucking head. Might have been. I that might have been why it just popped in my brain. Oh yeah. All right, Gunner. What are you doing? All right. Oh yeah. There's a shitload of elves in robes carrying wooden sticks. Oh well, howdy, little feller. What are you doing up here? Oh, it was pretty fascinating. It's one of the oldest trees here on this continent. Used to be over in the Great Forest, but about 400 years ago, us elves kind of uprooted it and brought it over here for safekeeping because we figured out inside of it is a portal to the Feywild. Yeah, the really interesting thing is like, as you can see, this place covered in snow, right? But anything around the tree doesn't get snowed. And like, if you get closer to the tree, you notice it's like a bubble around the tree where snow's falling all around like outside of the tree. I think it's just the magic radiating out of the Feywild. But yeah, about a couple days ago though, couple of the high elves from the summer court came through and said, "Don't let anybody through. We're having some issues. Some weird shit's happening on our end, so we kind of had to lock off all trade from the Feywild, so no one's allowed in or out." No, they just said the Summer Queen said no one's allowed in or out. I mean, if like you talking temporary closure like it is now, or like closed? As far as my knowledge, no, it hasn't ever been closed. I don't think that'd be a good thing though. We'd be cut off from the Feywild, our ancestral realm. I don't know, right? I know, right? Like that just it'd not be good. I'll tell you what. Oh, probably the most sacred thing on this continent. What? I mean, I mean, yes, but I ain't gonna tell you none. Like it's the sacred duty of me and the tree guardians, man. Man, like I can't just be giving you our secrets. Yeah, me and the other 13. What was that? Well, I mean, if you want to learn, you're going to have to petition with the summer court and get permission, and then we can inscribe you into the squires. And then after about, I don't know, is 50 years too long for you? Your kind? I don't mean to be rude. It's just us elves live for hundreds of years. Oh, that's a bummer because it is a minimum of 50 years in training. I mean, the Great Mage College here in the country might have some information. I mean, I mean, don't judge yourself too much on your looks. Just because you look stupid, don't mean you are stupid. I believe it. I mean, most of you mortal kind are really dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you're so welcome. If you need anything else, or you decide, oh, you could live for another 50 years just to learn the first step into what we do, then just come on back. Yeah, but definitely be less dumb next time. Oh, you're so welcome. I am very kind. I am extremely smart too. I will say that. I love elves too. We are the smartest race on this country. All right. Bye. Oh yeah, loads of them. Eh, what's the rest of y'all doing? Eh, I mean, you're still in the center of town at this market, so easy enough to do. And it's not too far a walk for you two to get back to the center of town. Okay. And there's a big old sign that just says Elven Herb. Mm-hmm. Smoke radiating out. Okay. Who wants to go first? All right. Uh, you walk into the blacksmith, and it's a big old burly elf. Like, you're used to like real skinny elves, tall, slender elves. This dude's like 5'8", 270 of muscle. It's hammering away at an anvil. Like, what can I do y'all for? Yes, I got the weapons on the left and I got the armor on the right. Feel free to peruse at your leisure. It's mostly just typical elven craft. Real nice uh, armor that would typically be heavy and disadvantage stealth doesn't disadvantage stealth. It's like it's made out of mithril. If you Well, I don't sell any of that here. You probably have better luck over at the general store. They got all the tools of trade there. Yeah, but I sell them to the general store. Well, my chisels, boy, you wouldn't be able to handle my chisel. Hey, you make nails. You get this mold here that looks like a fucking nail. You pour iron into it and you close it, and then you let it cool, and there's your nail. I mean, this is my mold. If you want molds, go to the fucking general store where all the tools of the trade. God damn, boy, asking dumb questions I already answered. Hind arms like T Rex, just kind of flipping. What about you, other lizard boy? If you need anything magical, I got that in the back. I can pull out for you. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I got soot in my eye. My grandpappy learned it over in the Feywilds, and then he brought it over here, and it's kind of just been passed down generation to generation. Uh, I mean, it's kind of just simple. You get the right materials. It's just kind of, if you're good at it, you're good at it. If you ain't, you ain't. It's really just what you're working with. Oh, right now I got some mithril. Just working on that. A couple of years back, I did get me a little piece of a horn from a devil. Made a battle axe out of that. Haven't had any luck selling that. Yeah, I mean, it's still in the back if you want to look at it. Hey, yeah, in 1 second. Uh, Gets up and walks into the back. Here's some metal clanking. Comes and just lays a pitch black with a red eye in the center of the battle axe. Yeah, I made this. Hadn't had any luck selling it. People get the heebie jeebies from it. Uh, yeah, it is definitely magical. Oh, well, I hadn't really tested it, but I mean, just like, and he kind of rubs his thumb, like, just barely taps the bladed edge of the battle axe with his thumb, and it just squirts out blood. And he's like, it's sharper than a son bitch. Probably the sharpest thing I've ever made. It's a battle axe. He just, oh yeah, it's a battle axe, so it's one hander or two hander. No. Oh, all right. Let me see here. Uh, see here. You looking for something bigger then? I might have something in the back here. Just give me one moment. Oh, oh, that's a mace. Hmm. I mean, how long in town are you going to be? I mean, this battle axe here, it's about 2,000 gold if you want to buy it as it's a magical item. But if you give me an extra 500, I could adjust it and make it a great axe for you. I just need about 2.5, maybe 3 days. Well, you know where I'm at if you ever change your mind. Uh, I appreciate you not asking stupid questions. Dusty, oh, go ahead. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to part with a little mithril. Oh, I could probably give you, probably make it enough to make one weapon or a piece of armor. About 300 gold. Yeah, you make any weapon or any type of armor. All right. That'd just be 300 gold. Hey. It's pretty permeable. You can melt it into whatever you want. It looks heavy as shit, but as you can see, it kind of just picks it up with one hand. It's lighter than a motherfucker. So, uh, don't give it as much oomph as you think you'd have to give it. All right. Well, good luck. Okay. It pretty much takes up your entire pack. Yeah, he gave you quite a bit. Dusty Ricard. At about this time, you'll get to the center of town, and you see Rizzard kind of just out of the blacksmith. It's right here. Looking around, you see a brewery, herbalist, alchemy, smithy, and general store. Okay. Rizzard. You walk in. It's a older gentleman, glasses just kind of dangling at the tip of his nose, reading a book. Kind of looks at him. Howdy. And goes back to his book. All right. I've probably got everything you're looking for. All right, I got those. All right, I got those. All right, I got one of those. No, I don't. I mean, if you want potions, you gotta go to the alchemy store, right? Oh, poisons. Yeah, you gotta go to herbalist for poisons. Yeah, for night night juice. Are you having trouble sleeping? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sue over at the herbalist has some sleeping herbs. Yeah, well, if that's everything you're needing, that shit. Oh, no, what's a gun? No, it's just, typical shit. Tools of trade, food, toys, toys. Well, I'm sure you were a child at one point, but that's everything. I mean, shit, that'll only be 50 gold. Well, I appreciate your patronage. This kind of goes back to reading this book. Okay. What's everyone else wanting to do? Uh, you walk into the big burly man. You kind of just sat down. He's like, "Oh my, yeah, can I help you?" Spears. Well, let's see here. Spear. I got a javelin. I got a trident. I mean, it's just a three-pointed spear. I have no idea. I mean, I'm going to say trident is a spear. Google's saying it's just a fancy spear. Says it does the same damage as a spear. It's just a martial weapon instead of not being a martial weapon. That's the only differentiate. Yeah. No, it's got fishes on it. Fish, like fish engraved into the spearheads. Yeah, I made this the other day. I don't know what uses it is got. Like, I mean, sure, I live next to the lake, but apparently, yeah, I mean, it's apparently able to. From what the wizards over by the Great Tree told me that I made, you're able to kind of wave it around and then make anything that can swim do what you want for a little while. I hadn't had any luck selling it so far, and honestly, I don't know how much good it's going to do. I am let this go for 800. All right, well, are you only a spearball? What's up with you and all these other adventures coming in with, I only use this one type of weapon nonsense? Shields, you say? Well, I'm not just a weapon maker, I'm also an armor maker. I do have two shields, but they also might be a little out of your price range. Well, I got this one, and pulls out a round shield with a big old smile on it. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's a regular shield, but like, I can make it do this, and then the smile turns to a frown, or this, and then it just kind of sticks its tongue out. That's pretty much all it can do. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I could let this one go for like 100 gold, but then I got this one, and this one, and he pulls out a shield, and it's got a big old eyeball on it. Yeah. This one here, it keeps you from being snuck up on, pretty much. Makes you a little more in tune with your surroundings. But yeah, and you don't gotta like specialize to it or anything. You can just use it. But I could probably let this go for 350. That's fair. I mean, that's why I still have it. All right. Well, good luck. Uh, Nicholas and Pingram. What you two doing? They've all been trickling into the market square, so are y'all all around that statue in the center of town talking? Yeah, that's why I was asking. When Pingram joins, the statue that has been smiling and radiating like just pure bliss and happiness grows a frown and is just staring at Pingram. Okay. You walk past Nicholas and walk into the alchemy, and old lady, kind of looks at him. How you doing, darling? Are you sure if you buy five of them? All right, that'd be 90 gold. I don't think that's right either. That's definitely not right. It's definitely more than 51. I think at one point I gave y'all like 200 each. Okay. 90. Now, are you sure you don't want none of this bargain bin? Only 5 gold a potion. You walk out, the statue is actually facing you. Like it is turned around. And none of y'all even like realize, like y'all were just talking, looked away, looked back, it has flipped around. No. It's just you don't feel that like happiness anymore. Oh yeah, 100%. Like it's following Pingram. Uh, Pingram, you look at the statue and it has a nameplate on the base. Titania, the Summer Queen. Yeah, it's just locked on you. We'll just do Dusky real quick. It won't take a lot. It'll take a short amount of time. You walk into the alchemy, and the old lady's like, "Ah, man, I've been busy today. What can I do you, darling?" Just a little short with me. All right. Y'all buying my stock? Well, I got some regulars for about 45. I got graders for 200. I got this one superior for 2,000. Well, I have a special going. If you buy 5 of these regulars, you can take a free potion from the bargain bin. If you just want to buy 2, it's just an additional 5 gold for a free potion out of the bargain bin. All right, that'd be 95 gold. That'd be 225 gold for 5 healing potions. Uh, 45 times 3 is 135. So, yeah. All right, well, feel free to take a potion. Roll me a 1d4. Four. Was it a 4? What is the duration? Maybe there's not a duration. Well, appreciate y'all's patronage. Come on back. Yep. Pengram and Rizzard. I walk into the herbalist store. Uh, Lots of different smells going on in here. It's a little overwhelming. Yeah. Hey, what can I help you for? You having trouble sleeping? Well, I got this, and she just pulls out like a bushel of like weeds, and like, this here will make you sleep for a good 8 hours nonstop. She kind of just looks around and is like, "You cop?" You would have to tell me if you're a cop. What about you, little man? You cop? Close the door. Flip the sign to closed. All right, you didn't buy this from here. You hear? All right, I got this, and she just pulls out this giant chest and opens it up and is like, "This here, this shit's gonna make anybody you give, they're sleeping for like 3 days straight. They ain't no waking up from this shit. I got this shit. If you put it in their drink, they're shitting their pants for 4 days nonstop. I got this. Make someone to eat it, sprinkle it in their food or something. They're gonna want to fuck you for 12 days nonstop. That one, 85 gold for the bushel. You all right? Yeah. Now, if you're looking for something more deadly, I got this, and just pulls out a little vial of like green liquid, and it's like 2 drops of this in somebody's food or drink. Every orifice is going to be shooting out blood and any other bodily fluid. Ain't no living that shit. That one, you sure you ain't a cop? 100. That's 135 gold for that vial. Sleep root, I'm gonna let that go for. If you get the vial with it, I'll let that go for 45. No. 45 for the sleep, 135 for the vial. Right. 135 plus 45, that's 190, right? 180. So the sleep root is if ingested, they have to make a con check. If they fail, they're asleep for 3 days. They're in a coma for 3 days. And the vial is if you put it, if they ingested, they have to make a con save, or they take 4d10 poison damage. And then Pingram, yours is if ingested, they have to make a con save, and if failed, they're gonna want to fuck you for 12 days. Well, if that's everything, get the fuck out of my shop. You're bringing it. You're making it too obvious. Right. Flip the sign back open to open when you leave. Don't tell anybody. Yeah. Pingram, once again, you walk out and the statue is moved to your direction. Uh, Portland, yeah. Oh, I got here about mid morning, so it's about mid afternoon at this point. Right. All right. Uh, yeah. You fucking cop. Where are you? I usually don't do refunds, but all right. So, if you give me another 50 gold, I'll give it to you. All right, appreciate it. Now get the fuck out of here. You're drawing attention. That's a vial of green liquid. No, but it has a long like label on it, and it says the poison specifically made to kill somebody. The poison. No, at the very bottom it says totally not made by Sue. If ingested, they have to make a con save, and it's 4d10 poison damage. The frown on the statue, though, when Penguin comes back out, is now just full blown disdain. Like, now you're actually feeling like hatred radiating out of the statue. It's like you blink and it changes. Like, you don't actually see the statue move or anything. Give me a perception check. It doesn't look like it. Just people living their everyday life, walking through the town. Yeah. As y'all as y'all walk out of Elvko, y'all do notice a large humanoid passing y'all, walking into Elvko. It's a humanoid you've never seen before. It's got a whale head, little hat, and he's smoking a cigar, wearing a large trench coat. Yep. Kind of just looks at all of you and then gives you a head nod and walks into Elfco. With Kevin Spacey, where. Yeah. Kaiser Sosuke. Oh, yeah, where they drive by each other. They're like, yeah. Yeah, but he's not quite on the. Oh, it's the penguin yet. He's still on the case. But yeah, we will call it there. It's 10:30. Okay. You can tie it down by the hand and kind of make it like a grip. Yeah. That's all, folks.